Carol Troop is the Director of the Project Management Office, PMO, at Contoso. Her team is responsible for tracking all new project requests, prioritizing and selecting the right mix of projects, performing the capacity planning analysis, enterprise reporting, and ensuring the successful delivery of all project portfolios. All workflows have been configured to include checkpoints or gates to ensure the stakeholders with the right approval authority are notified when an initiative reaches a decision point. Microsoft Project Server 2010 provides support for different types of approval techniques, including individual, group, and sequential approvals to accommodate a wide range of process types and scenarios. When stakeholders receive approval notifications, they can review the corresponding deliverables and then approve or reject the projects and include appropriate comments. So Carol Troop is going to log into the system, sign in as different user, and we'll put in Carol's credentials. We're now logged in as Carol Troop, and let's go to the workflow approvals. Workflows use the SharePoint infrastructure to create approval tasks and send notifications to the task owners. The approval tasks created by the workflow are maintained in the workflow approvals lists. Because Amy recently initiated a new project, the workflow creates an approval task for Carol. Carol goes to the workflow approval task list to review tasks awaiting her approval. In the workflow approval task list, Carol finds a new approval task assigned to her for the project Web Catalog Publishing tool. By clicking Edit Item, Carol opens the task detail window to approve or reject the proposal. Carol can click on the Review Project Details link to review the project submission form. Carol enters her comments and approves the proposal. Approving the notification changes the task status to completed. As soon as Carol approves the task, the workflow activates and moves the project to the next stage in the workflow. We can see it's now showing up under Workflow Stage 2, Define. To see the deliverables associated with the next stage in the workflow stage, Carol goes to the Workflow Status page. In the Workflow Status page, Carol sees that the project has moved to the Define phase, and the user is presented with a set of forms, or PDPs, to be completed. Carol closes the project. In the Define stage, a detailed business case is created for the project request. The information in the business case is critical for Contoso. It is used to assess the project's feasibility and compare and contrast with competing investments. The new demand management capabilities in Project Server 2010 help to standardize and simplify the project initiation and business case development process. To save time, we'll select the EPM Solutions project that is further along in the workflow. Carol finds and opens the EPM Solutions project. This takes Carol to the Workflow Status page of the EPM solution. The Workflow Status page shows that the project is in the Select Checkpoint stage. To review the business case, Carol examines each of the PDPs listed. The project details page shows the description and justification of the project. This page also shows financial information and risk information derived from the cost and benefit and risk evaluation forms. In this stage, Carol needs to provide high-level resource requirements for the project. This will help Contoso to have an enhanced visibility on resource requirements early in the project lifecycle. Carol defines work units and timescale information for her resource plans. Carol can view the resource plans by days, weeks, months, quarters, and years. She selects months. Let's apply the date range for the project. In this way, Carol uses the new capacity planning module to proactively forecast resource requirements at the skill level. Carol reviews the strategic impact data of the project. The strategic impact form enables users to specify how each project request will impact each of the organization's business drivers. This objective assessment is later used to prioritize projects from a strategic value standpoint. Carol reviews the cost and benefit data for the project. The cost and benefit form utilizes an Excel web application template displayed as a web part within Project Server 2010 business case infrastructure. Users can simply capture cost and benefit estimates for the project through a familiar interface. Summary, cost, and benefit metrics are saved as custom fields in Project Server 2010 and used to assess the project in the next phase. Carol next reviews the risk evaluation of the project. The risk evaluation form shows how you can build a survey in InfoPath Forms services and render the resulting assessment within the Project Server 2010 business case infrastructure. Users complete the risk assessment and save the form. A risk score 0 to 1000 and risk weight are saved as custom fields in Project Server 2010. The values can be used to assess competing project requests in the next phase. Having reviewed the request, Carol closes the project.